And India and Bahrain have signed agreements and MoUs in various fields of cooperation, including space, international solar alliance and cultural exchanges. The documents were signed after talks between the prime ministers of the two countries in Manama. Prime Minister Modi is the first ever Indian PM to visit Bahrain.
It was a new milestone in India-Bahrain ties as Prime Minister Narendra Modi landed in Bahrain capital Manama on a historic visit. Prime Minister Modi is the first Indian Prime Minister to visit Bahrain. As a special gesture, Prime Minister of Bahrain, His Highness Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa, warmly received Prime Minister Modi at the airport. The Prime Minister was accorded a ceremonial welcome at Al Gudaibiya Palace in Manama in the presence of Prime Minister Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa. Soon after the ceremonial, the two prime ministers held a one-on-one meeting, followed by delegation-level talks, during which the two sides held wide-ranging discussions on a gamut of issues. After the talks, MoUs and agreements on various areas of mutual cooperation were signed. These include a statement of intent on collaboration between ISRO and its Bahraini counterpart, National Space Science Agency for Cooperation in Space Technology, a statement of intent on collaboration of the Kingdom of Bahrain with International Solar Alliance, and a cultural exchange program between the two nations.
The MoU was signed between ISRO and the Bahraini counterpart in order to assist in building the CubeSat, establishing ground station, data sharing and training. Both sides refer to the strong security cooperation and the dialogue between the Deputy National Security Advisors, 2 rounds of which has already taken place. The Bahrain side expressed support for India's candidature to the UN Security Council. India expressed interest in the newly discovered tight oil and shale gas reserves in Khalij al-Bahrain basin and the OVL's signing of an expression of interest with BAPCO.
During his discussions with Prime Minister of Bahrain, Prime Minister Modi called Bahrain the gateway of the Gulf. He said that the relations of the two nations have climbed new heights in various areas.
Prime Minister expressed his happiness at making this visit within a few months of the new government. Prime Minister expressed his gratitude for the warmth with which His Royal Highness spoke about the contribution of Indians in Bahrain and looking after their welfare. He expressed satisfaction at the new heights which our relations have climbed in a range of areas, particularly trade, space, energy, defense and security, etc.
India enjoys close and friendly relations with Bahrain rooted in ancient trade and cultural links. India-Bahrain bilateral trade has been on the rise for the last few years, reaching about US $1.3 billion in 2018-19. Prime Minister's visit to Bahrain will definitely take the already strengthened ties of the two countries to newer levels. With inputs from Utsav Parmar and Sudhir Yadav in Bahrain, DD News.